Chevy LUV, the efficiently sized light utility vehicle that handles tough jobs with smart-looking style and impressive maneuverability, now offers the kind of power that's fast becoming popular. Yes, for the Series 12, a diesel is now standard in the two-wheel drive LUV, along with a 5-speed manual transmission to help stretch those fuel dollars further than ever. Also standard are a host of functional features. Complementing its sleek aerodynamic styling is a bold grille with rectangular headlamps and a chrome front bumper. Radial tires with bright hubcaps are standard. And so are chrome dual exterior mirrors. At the business end of this hard-working pickup are handy cargo tie-downs located inside the box to retain a smooth exterior look. The tough double-wall tailgate opens and closes easily with just one hand. LUV's two-wheel drive model is available in 2 pickup box lengths. The 6-foot box, 102-inch wheelbase model shown here, hauls up to 1,185 pounds of gross payload. LUV's 119-inch long wheelbase model has a 7.5-foot box, the longest of any small-size pickup. It also hauls the heaviest standard gross payload, too, 1,690 pounds. Enough to handle a driver and all these bricks. Or all this cement. Or all this lumber. An important part of LUV's standard value that makes it enjoyable to ride in is the torsion bar independent front suspension. It takes rugged bumps and helps smooth them out before they get to the passengers. LUV's rear suspension features 2-stage rubber bushed springs. They adjust automatically to varying loads, whether light or heavy. Inside LUV, standard value like the full-width vinyl bench seat that folds easily forward for quick access to a handy storage area keeps valuables out of sight. A lockable glove compartment is standard. The instrument panel is smartly styled with easy-to-read gauges. Controls are within fingertip reach, like this convenient column-mounted multifunction switch that controls the headlamp dimmer, turn signals, windshield wipers, and washers. Side window defoggers are standard to help keep the glass clear. For more style and luxury, choose the available Mikado trim. It includes a cloth bench seat, plush wall-to-wall carpeting, deluxe steering wheel, and gear shift knob. Comfortable high-back bucket seats are also available with the Mikado trim. Air conditioning is among a host of options available to help tailor LUV to specific needs. Also available, a choice of AM or AM/FM radio, sliding rear window, a rear step bumper, either painted or chromed, chromed front bumper guards, and stylish full wheel covers. The diesel-powered two-wheel drive LUV, the fun-to-drive, hard-working pickup offering great fuel economy. The Chevy LUV 4x4, the efficient size four-wheeler offering the choice of standard 1.8-liter gas-powered engine or optional 2.2-liter diesel. It's a real fuel-pinching, traction-grabbing way to go, where there's tough work to be done or where the fun is hard to get to. A lot of value for the dollar is what every LUV 4x4 offers, starting with its efficient, part-time, four-wheel drive system. With the manual front hub slot, the 2-speed transfer case shifted into 4-high, there's plenty of traction for most conditions calling for four-wheel drive. Shift into 4-low with its 1.87 to 1 gear reduction, and it doubles the torque to handle extra rough going in mud, sand, or snow, or for climbing up steep grades. LUV 4x4 is an efficient size, too. Due to its smaller turning circle, it can squeeze through tight spaces where bigger 4x4s can't go. For that sporty look, LUV 4-wheel drive graphic decals are available to dress up the side panels and hood. Because the running gear is tucked well into the chassis, LUV offers a new entry height and an impressive 7.5 inches of ground clearance. Stone shield plates for the radiator, transfer case, and fuel tank are also standard for added protection in rugged off-roading conditions. Out front, LUV's front suspension features independent upper and lower control arms and torsion bar springs, so the wheels work independently to help smooth out the ground underneath. Double-acting shocks and a front stabilizer bar are also standard. Unlock the front hubs, shift back into 2 high, and the front wheels turn freely in 2-wheel drive without turning the front axle, differential, or drive shaft. This reduces unnecessary front axle wear and improves efficiency when driving on the highway. The LUV 4x4, available with gas or diesel power. Either way, it's a fuel-squeezing traction grabber loaded with standard value. For many of today's pickup buyers who are looking to make trips to the pump less frequent and less painful on the pocketbook, the diesel-powered Chevy LUV is a timely solution. To get specific about LUV's fuel-efficient diesel, it has a 2.2-liter displacement with a relatively high compression ratio of 21:1 and a 58 net horsepower rating and 93 foot-pounds of torque. And like all diesel engines, there are no spark plugs, no condenser, or points to replace. To understand how the 2.2-liter diesel works, let's look at its main elements. There's a cylinder, a piston, intake valve, and exhaust valve. There's a combustion chamber that features a pre-combustion chamber in the cylinder head, a fuel injector, and an electric glow plug. There is no spark plug because a diesel is fired by the heat of compression rather than by a spark. On the intake stroke, the intake valve opens. The piston moves down and draws air into the cylinder, not fuel and air like in gas engines, just air. On compression, the intake valve closes. The piston moves up and compresses the air to a ratio of nearly 22:1, or more than 2.5 times as much as in a typical gasoline engine. Pressure squeezes the air so it gets hot enough to ignite the diesel fuel. Just near the end of the compression stroke, the injector nozzle squirts a precisely measured amount of fuel into the pre-combustion chamber. The hot compressed air ignites it. The thorough burning of the fuel is aided by the chamber's design that provides a swirling motion as expanding gases are forced into the combustion chamber where the job is finished. With that, the power stroke begins, as the expanding gases force the piston to move downward and provide power to the drivetrain. Finally, on the exhaust stroke, the exhaust valve opens. The piston moves up, forcing the exhaust gases out. The valve closes, and the cycle begins again. Starting a diesel is simple. When the engine is warm, it's the same as starting a gas engine. However, when the engine is not up to the necessary temperature and the ignition is turned on, a glow plug indicator will light up on the instrument panel. While the light is on, the glow plug quickly warms the pre-combustion chamber. This quick-on system of the diesel-powered LUV takes only about 3.5 seconds to warm the chamber to a level that's required for proper combustion. When the glow plug light goes out, it's a simple matter of turning the key and starting the engine. An engine block heater is standard to aid starting in extremely cold weather. It should be used when temperatures are minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. It works by simply plugging it into a 110-volt power outlet. To help safeguard the engine against the potential hazard of water entering the fuel system, the diesel LUV features a water separator in the fuel filter located under the hood. When the filter indicator light comes on during normal operation, water should be drained from the separator. This is done by simply loosening the separator's drain plug and moving the manual pump up and down about 10 times. After the water is drained, the drain plug should be tightened and the pump moved several times to reprime the system with fuel. Be sure to see the owner's manual for more specific instructions. Number 2 diesel fuel is recommended for use with the LUV diesel in warm weather above 20 degrees Fahrenheit. In cold weather, winterized number 2 fuel is recommended. If it's not available in your area, number 1 diesel fuel can be used. To help maximize the LUV diesel's efficiency, the 2-wheel drive model is equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission with overdrive and a 3.73:1 rear axle ratio. LUV's 4-wheel drive diesel model is equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission, 2-speed transfer case, and a 4:10:1 rear axle ratio. Whether it's the two-wheel drive model or the traction-grabbing four-wheel drive, the diesel-powered Chevy LUV is the right choice for stretching those fuel dollars in a tough, hard-working, fun-to-drive pickup from Chevrolet.